What it do, family? This is a touchy subject. This is a little bit different, off topic from what I'm usually talking about, but hey, I made it through to the end, so I'm gonna talk about it right now. I'm gonna talk about the time I set a date to kill myself. I was in a fucked up place in my life. In all honesty, I was in a very fucked up place. Oh my god, there's a little bug in here and it's fucking with me. But I was in a very fucked up place in my life. This was senior year of high school. I found out the girl that I was with was actually cheating on me, and this was my first girlfriend. I was a late bloomer, and I actually got mono like as soon as I found out too. So you know, fucking killing two birds with one stone, and they were the two birds were me. So like you know what I mean. I was fucked up, emotionally, mentally, physically. My gym was usually the escape, but every time I hit the gym, I would always feel overtrained, fatigued. I had like black stuff in the back of my throat. I was extremely swollen at my throat. And every time I swallowed, it felt like I was just swallowing shards of glass. Yeah, I was fucked up. I was on bed rest, sleeping like 15 hours a day, sipping Ensure and hating life. Basically, at this point in my time, I didn't have anybody checking in on me. The girl that I was with was demanding a lot of my time, and it was the first girl that I was ever with. So I'll give it to her, and in that, I strained my relationship with my family, my brother, my sister, my mother, and out of all of that, like the one who really stayed by my side was my mom. So I owe her my life for real. Like if it wasn't for her, it probably wouldn't have even been a date set. It probably would have just been like a rope to the neck or some shit. So I'm extremely grateful for her. Honestly, Mother's Day's coming up, so I gotta take her out to eat. I gotta get her some flowers or something. But yeah, it was inshore every day for like 3 weeks. My throat was swollen for months. Every time I swallowed, those calcium deposits, like those little yellow rocks you get in your throat when you're sick. Fucking bug. I'm sorry. Those little rocks you get in the back of your throat when you're sick. I had those, but those would like turn black. Like that's how long they would stay in my throat, and they're like thick too. They're like maybe a quarter of an inch. All of them. It was bad. It was very, very, very bad. And at this point in my life, my dad kind of saw the trajectory I was headed down. So he was like, "One, you need to get away from here. You need to get away from this girl." Because I was young, dumb, stupid, and I was gonna forgive her for the things that she's done, just because I was so in need of love from a girl, so in need of like shit working out for me. You see what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, I just felt like I had something to prove, like trying to be with her, so I just really forced it. And my dad seeing this, he's like, I'm gonna send you to Sacramento. I lived in Tracy at the moment. I'm gonna send you to Sacramento for 6 months. You're gonna do an electrician apprenticeship program. Go to school every day for 6 months, and yeah, just come back and you'll be an electrician. You'll have a stable job. You'll have good income. You'll be fine. And me, I didn't want to do that shit, but I kind of hesitantly said, "All right, fuck it. Like, let's do it." So I did the electrician thing, and I would wake up at like 4 a.m., get ready, do all this, do all that. It was a 30-minute drive, so I would probably leave around like 5:30, 5:15, 5:30, and then I'll get there by 6. And that went till about 2. And at this point, I wasn't really doing nothing. It was just go there, go home, go to sleep. I was living with my brother in Sacramento at that time. He was doing his real estate thing. So I just go home, go to sleep. And of course, I was still talking to this girl, and it was really fucking with my like mental health because it was like, one, it's someone I know I can't trust, and two, it's like now it's strained at a distance. So now my I can't trust you even more. And basically, I just got to the point where I was so unhappy with my life. I felt like there was no upward. I was an atheist at this time. So I didn't believe in God. And if there was a God, like, why did you put me through this? Why am I going through this? So I wrote down exactly what I wanted to feel on a notebook. and I set a date. I'm pretty sure it was September 12th. I think it was September 12th. I wrote down that date and I said, if I do not feel an improvement by this time, I'm killing myself. I got to that point where it was 3 months out, it was 90 days. And if I don't feel better in those 90 days, it's done. So I wrote a list of all the things I saw on YouTube that healthy, happy people did. It's a bug, I'm sorry, but I'm fucked up right now. That happy, healthy people did. And one of them was meditate. So I downloaded this app called Headspace and I meditated for 10 minutes every single day, no matter what. The other one was cold showers. So I took cold showers every single day, no matter what. And the third one was exercise. So I exercised every single day, no matter what. Even though if I overtrained, it didn't matter to me. I was going to exercise. And what that led to was me overdoing all of that, except for the meditating. The meditating I didn't really enjoy at all. So I did 10 minutes every single day. But the cold showers, you kind of feel like an instant benefit. Like you just feel clearer in the mind after a cold shower. I'm sure if you've ever done a cold shower, like the water went out, you just feel energized and you feel good afterwards. But I think if you overdo cold showers, like you're constantly sick, and that's what would happen to me. Like I would wake up cold in the morning, and I would hop straight into a cold shower, and I wouldn't even work on my breath. I know your physiology and your breath have a lot to do with your internal representation and your perception of the world. I wouldn't focus on my breath. I wouldn't focus on my physiology. So at this point, I was kind of hunchback, and it was fucked up. So I ended up always having the sniffles. I always ended up having a sore throat. For like 6 months, I had this sore throat, and I had like the calcium deposits in the back of my throat. Um, that part took like 6 months to get better. Um, at this point, I started fighting. I started going to this gym called Uriah Faber's Ultimate Fitness, and basically, what my day looked like was wake up at 4, like eat my little breakfast. I think it was like eggs, avocado toast, and then go to school after a cold shower. Now after that, it was around 15 minutes away from that gym. The school was around 15 minutes away from that gym. So I go to that gym and just to kill the bad thoughts I had in my head, every single day I would be there for like 3 to 5 hours, just hitting the bag, working on the teardrop bag, just it was all boxing at this point. I know it was MMA gym that I was going to, but at this point it was all boxing. And I would just relieve all my frustration from there. But after that, I'd be extremely overtrained. And then I'll take a cold shower. It'd be like 10, 11 o'clock. And then I'll go to sleep, wake up, repeat. And Tracy's where like my family was, and I'll go back every weekend. So I'll go back every Friday. It was about 3 months of this. It was about 3 months of me doing exactly this until like I did feel better. I did feel better. Like I still had the sniffles. I did still had the cough, but it was something about me meditating, taking the cold showers, and like just constantly showing up for myself and getting away from that negative girl that made me feel a lot more powerful within myself. And instead of looking down on myself like I'm not this, I'm not that, I won't even lie to you, man. I turned into a narcissist. I turned into the cockiest motherfucker you would ever know. Because before this happened, I was extremely humble. I was extremely humble and I almost let people take advantage of me. So it was either I believed in myself or I off myself. So one thing I really started doing was I started talking to myself in the mirror. Like all these people would say, "Oh, I'm ugly. Oh, I'm scrawny. Oh, I'm skinny fat. I'm not this. I'm not that. Like I'm hunchback." Everything negative you could say, they said. So I wake up and when I looked myself in the mirror, like when I looked at myself in the mirror, I would say only compliments. You are strong. You are confident. You are masculine. Nobody's gonna take advantage of you. You're the handsomest man in the world. I would lie to myself often. And, at the end of the workouts, I would like when I really had to push myself, I would think of the things they said, the things that hurt me, the betrayal I felt, and I would dig deep and I'll find power in that. I grew. I moved a lot towards YouTubers. I think this is why I'm doing this as well because there's a lot of YouTubers out there that really helped me find some sort of peace of mind. I don't even remember a lot of them anymore because it was years back. It was probably like 5 years ago, but it was a lot of the red pill shit. I won't even lie. I probably wouldn't even recommend it right now because the red pill was what fuck bitches get money, bitches ain't shit. All women are hoes. So treat them like them. But I don't believe that shit. I don't believe that shit now. But I did believe it when I was insecure. When I got cheated on, like that sends you down a rabbit hole. And I'm sure if you've ever gotten cheated on or anything like that, like I'm sure you've touched the red pill a little bit. Like, oh, all women are this, all women are that, but you can't really categorize something off just one hoe that you met. You feel me? So yeah, it was the red pill YouTubers that really just got me into this. Like, if I could just spread some positive information that could help, a young buck out there like you, like I'm more than happy to do it. Also, I'm just on my rise to riches right now. I'm building a personal brand. I'm learning how to start businesses, learning how to start companies. I'm moving out right now. The plan is to go to San Diego June 9th, and I want to make something of myself. So that's the goal. I want to be somebody in this world that spread good in this world, that did something good in this world, that left a mark on this world for at least a short period of time before I go on to the next life. What the next life is, I don't know. But on this life, I want to stay present, I want to stay involved, and I want to stay giving. So that's kind of why I started this. Um, because I did genuinely want to kill myself and have a date set. If you're going through that same exact thing, man, I'm telling you, please just meditate. Please just get aligned with your thoughts. Fix your physiology. Start breathing in a little bit deeper. If you need to talk to the mirror, say only positive thoughts. Fuck what the outside world says. It's what you say about you. You're gonna do good in this world, man. You ain't gotta listen to none of the negative, even if it's your own mind. You might have failed before, but that's before. The present is the present, homie. Apply yourself. You could be something great in this world, but it takes time, it takes effort. Fuck, I don't know. It's been a it's been a long journey for me. I thought I'd never be the guy to like be able to step out and like a girl come up to me and want to give me her number. But it's happened multiple times now. It's the way you carry yourself. It's the confidence you have. It's the taking care of yourself. It's fucked up, man. This shit is that raw, uncut shit. Like, that's what I want to share with you. But yeah, that's it for today. Love y'all.